paperboard and evening TV. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a face.
I'm Zach. I'll be playing the role of Mr. Rogers, also the co-CEO of Excellent Events.
I'm Johnny. I'll be acting as David, the director of the Northeast region at Excellent Events.
Come on in, David.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So look, I know you've been running 3-on-3 the past 4 years. You've been doing great, and we want you to expand into soccer.
With all due respect, sir, I don't really know anything about soccer. I've just been strictly 3-on-3 basketball for the past 4 years, like you said.
Well, you're the best person to fit the spot. I can rely on you. I'll give you a week. Just do some research and get back to me.
All right, I appreciate it. I'll try my best.
Yep. Thank you.
Yep. Hello? What's up, man? I'm good, how are you? Yeah, my CEO of my company has me working soccer. I don't know a thing about soccer. I've been working basketball my whole life, so like, yeah, it's just not good. I'm doing my research right now. I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. All right, yeah, I'll call you back when I'm done. All right, man, I'll see you.
Come on in, David.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So what have you come up with?
So I came up with 6 different functions that we need to consider, and those would be finance and budgeting, risk management, registration, tournament operations, volunteer management, and event marketing. And so with each one, I've come up with some information. And for finance and budgeting, I came up with tickets, which could be $5 each, t-shirts, $5 each, and then $150 per team with $3 parking and concessions, plus we have to pay the refs for the soccer games. And for risk management, I just thought of each team has to have waivers for each participant on the team. And for the registration, like I said before, we'd have $3 parking, $150 per team, and with that, we could ask coaches from all over until we get 16 teams. If not 16 teams, then we could go to 12, and then if not 12, we could go to 8. So if we had 16, and this is part of the tournament operations, if we have 16 teams, we can have 4 fields and ask around for local high schools in the area that could give us a field. And once we find 4, we can offer 5% of our earnings to each school. And for the 4 teams, we could have 2 games per day for a 3-day weekend. The first day being seeding, second day would be pool play, and the third day would be the championship game. And for the pool play, we would take the top 8 teams from the seeding. And then for the volunteer management, we could get people that need maybe volunteer hours or just willing to work for the event, and we could sell merchandise, $5 each for, like I said before, the t-shirts, and again, the ticket prices would be $5. So with all of that, I think we could have a pretty successful event.
I think so too.
I can look up more if you need me to, or if that's enough, then call it a day.
I think that should be enough. David.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello? Yeah, it's fine. I just wanted to ask you, because we missed a few components the other day in our meeting. I was just wondering if we needed the equipment and everything, if we brought that. Okay. Well, okay, that's good because I came up with a plan for, we'd have to have goals for small and younger kids, and then high school goals for the older kids. And we would also need somebody to run the scoreboard. We would need balls, both sizes, for younger and older kids. And I also thought we should sell cleats and maybe shin guards for kids who might not have them, maybe just for like the younger kids. And then we're gonna need flags for the corners of the field, and we will also supply water on the sidelines for the kids. All right, you like that? Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Thank you. Bye.
Morning, David.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So I'll be out of town for a business meeting, and we'll meet with my co-CEO, Mr. Rogers.
All right. Is this the meeting we're gonna have Saturday?
Yes.
All right. So,
Just be there at 12 o'clock.
with Mr. Rogers?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
How you doing, David?
Pretty good. How are you, Mr. Rogers?
I'm all right. Mr. Swiffer was telling me that you were setting up a tournament, a soccer tournament, and he told me you didn't know much about it. But he told me he's really excited. You have a lot of big plans. He told me you might have some questions that you need me to answer, and ready to hear them.
Yeah, so I was wondering, since we're dealing with younger kids and teenagers for different age groups in the tournaments, I was wondering who we should target for sponsors as far as the demographics go.
Well, as far as sponsors go, I feel like we should try targeting, a thing that worked for me in the past, because it's not my first rodeo. They got children's urgent cares or like children's hospitals to try coming in and possibly sponsoring in case a kid gets hurt. You can also try targeting maybe Dick's Sporting Goods, see if you can get some gear. Just tell me how you're trying to sell some gear for the kids.
Yeah, just in case by chance they just don't have it. Or...
Yeah. So we should probably try targeting like Dick's Sporting Goods, and then maybe Xbox, even though that might be a little tough. It's kind of a big name brand. Maybe try targeting Xbox, because a lot of kids love to play soccer, and a lot of them like to go home and maybe play FIFA, something like that. And so I think as far as targeting sponsors, maybe go in that direction. Maybe try those out.
I mean, maybe even smaller companies just trying to get their name out.
Yeah. But sounds good.
Yeah, that's about all I have for now. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Thank you.
Talking with you. Hey, is this David? Yeah, this is Mr. Rogers. I wanted to talk to you about a couple of marketing strategies I have in mind. Yeah, so seems like Mr. Swiffer, he went over your marketing plan with me, and he was showing me all the different ways we can make money. And I just have a few, tips. Although I love the plan, I just have a few strategies to help us make a little more money, if you know what I'm saying. All right, so the first one was that we could possibly we could have a donation set up. With any size donation, you could have a chance to win a few FIFAs. So we have 3 FIFAs we could put up with our sponsorship. Yeah, we sponsored with Xbox, and then they said they would donate 3 FIFAs. So we could raffle off those, and then, or we could raffle off a signed ball from a professional athlete from maybe like the men's or women's soccer team. I'm gonna see if we could talk to Dick's and see if we could have that set up. Yeah, we got the sponsorship with Dick's too. So those are my sponsorship marketing strategies. So if we could make that happen, I think we could. But right now, it seems like you're doing an amazing job. Just stick to being yourself, because you are the man for the job. We chose you for a reason, and we're liking what you're doing so far. Yeah, appreciate it. All right. Come on in, David.
How are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Pretty good.
As you know, the tournament you set up was a success. And based off the success, it was probably one of our biggest events we've ever held at Excellent Events. So based off the results of that, we want to give you a raise. And you're in line for a promotion, but that's later down the line. So as of right now, we decided to give you a raise, increase your salary a little, because you did such an amazing job.
Appreciate it.
Yep. Good work, man.
Thank you. Who knew soccer could be so cool? It's good.
Well, based off the success of our last event, as you know, it was a success.